What is up, guys? Back again tonight. Another video going out. Looking to win 200K tonight with a little fantasy football draft. Did a draft earlier today with probably a couple hours ago now with Sean Mitchell on his channel on Twitter. Check that out if you like what you're seeing over here. I appreciate all the support. Yeah, not much going on fantasy football wise today. Nothing really too crazy happening, but that's not stopping us from getting in here and winning some money. All right, so let me go ahead. We're waiting on 3 people to get into a big board. We'll go ahead and hop in, show you the draft board here. We're waiting to see what position we get, what draft hole we get. And just a reminder that I do have comments available now. So please hop in here, comment, interact. I promise I'll interact back with you. Go ahead and put that on auto. So if you're in here, let me know. Still waiting on 3. Still waiting on 3. You know, I was having a thought earlier today. Matter of fact, if we're waiting on 3, I'll let y'all see the draft board later. I was having a thought earlier today. Big board, it's about to close here in probably the next month. Well, obviously, right? Duh. But it's at 65% filled right now. And Derrick Henry has just so commonly gone at the 2-3 turn. He hasn't moved much, right? And that made me think, like, all right, maybe the CMC drafters pulled up Derrick Henry. Because if you're a CMC guy, you're probably a Derrick Henry guy. I wonder how commonly paired he's going to be with, like, A-Chain or Genty. Like, I feel like if you're an A-Chain or Genty guy, you're probably not taking Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying? You're probably taking Jeremiah Love, Amari, and Hampton. And so, depending on what draft spot we get, I might play around, see if we want to pull up Derrick Henry. Because I'm not a big Derrick Henry guy. Like, not a big Derrick Henry guy at all. We get the 12 hole. Look at that. Perfect for what we want to talk about and do right here. Let me go ahead. If my mouse would cooperate. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're in the 12 hole. Love that for us. So if we get value, we're just going to take the value. And if I don't love... Oh, excuse me. It's been a long day. Went to the driving range today. Didn't hit a single golf ball correctly after I played one of the better rounds of my life this past week. Went to the range twice this week. And I hit them great earlier. So I don't know. It was colder out there. It was windy. I don't know. Didn't hit them great. Did that. Did the stream with Sean Mitchell. Now we're here doing my stream. Hey, we're grinding, all right? We're grinding. But yeah, like I was saying, if we get value at the 1-2 turn, we'll take it. If I don't love what I'm seeing, I might pull up Derrick Henry. Might get a combo that's unique. Might have to, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm about 100 drafts in, so I have 50 left, and I'm trying to figure out. All right, I'm gonna be low exposed to CMC. I'm gonna be low exposed to Henry. I'm gonna be low exposed to Saquon. So I'm trying to get a couple shares of those guys that are unique to the field. Because, like, if I'm only going to have 5 CNC teams, if I'm only going to have 5 Derrick Henry teams and 5 Saquon teams, I don't want them to be like everyone else's Saquon teams. You know? I don't want them to be like everyone else's CMC or Derrick Henry teams. You know? Because then there's no point in me even taking just 5 shares. Because if that's who you need, I'm screwed anyways, right? Omari and Hampton at 7. That's probably going to take Derrick Henry off the board, and we're just going to get a unique pairing here. Oh my goodness, I am yawning like crazy today. Jefferson goes at 10. Let's see what Jay Burr 123. Is he on an auto draft? He's gonna auto. Oh no, he doesn't. Oh, we get a unique pairing of its own. CD James Cook. That's unique. 2 first-round picks the entire time. I guarantee you there's less than 5 teams that have those 2 guys together. That's pretty sick. We will take that. Taking Genty Bowers together feels very bad. That's a lot of capital into the Raiders offense. And I mean a lot of capital into the Raiders offense. You know what I'm saying? Not a fan of that. I saw a dude today get CMC at the 11 and Jettas at the 14. I was like, that's such a sick start. And then he got Josh Jacobs to fall and then Bucky to fall. So it was like literally no one is going to have that combo. Literally no one's going to have that combo. Looking like a normal draft so far. Nothing out of the ordinary. Except for CD Cook. That's so sick, dude. So sick. Looking like a we got a weird build going on here in the 3 hole. It looks like Donnie V, Taylor, Henry, Allen. I'm not mad at it at all. Not mad at it at all. Flowers goes early. That's interesting. There's a player that hasn't gone yet that I'm just keeping quiet on. Don't wanna don't wanna like jinx anything, you know what I'm saying? He goes. Alright. I don't mind like a Garrett Luther Burden would be pretty cool. I think those are like two smash selections. Garrett Wilson, now that we have confirmation he has an actual quarterback, he should rise. Like, he's just so talented, you know. And then Luther Burden here. I mean, I'm a big Luther Burden fan. I'm a big Chicago Bears fantasy fan. I just think Ben Johnson's awesome. Luther's super uber talented, and he's gonna have every opportunity to prove it. And this is definitely a guy where like we could be drafting him at like in the Drake London spot next year, like that. He's not quite a first round pick, but like he's definitely a early second to mid second. Like I could see Luther Burden being that type of fantasy asset. So definitely willing to take some Luther Burden shares. Kyron falling to 41 is interesting, man. I don't know why he's falling so much, but I think he's a smash at that price. Not loving this song selection. We're going to skip. I'm seeing Mike Evans more and more in the fourth round. I don't know how to feel about that. I don't know if I like that, you know what I'm saying? This also doesn't sound great. I can tell this is just about to be a banger, though. Maybe this will be a banger. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this will be a banger. Yeah, this is much better. Yeah, there we go. I can get down with this now. Alright, let's see what we got coming up. I might pull Caleb up, not sure yet. Yeah, probably will just pull Caleb up. Could be done with Caleb and Dak. Can definitely just be done at Caleb and Dak. And I think Swift is just, we're betting on Chicago. Swift's the starting running back. I think that's a very, very palatable price for DeAndre Swift. Very palatable price for DeAndre Swift. Hey, what's up? Seeing a new viewer in here. Hope you're having a good night. Let me know if you got any questions or anything you want to talk about in the chat. Oh, see, now this is more of a price for DJ Moore I can get down with, but like, oh, there goes the viewer. Like DJ Moore was going, I've seen him go and unreasonable ADPs. I've seen that DJ Moore has gone, and it's, I don't get it. Like, I don't know. I get it. He's Buffalo's number one receiver, but I'm not taking Buffalo's number one receiver in the 5th round. Buffalo hasn't produced a number one receiver since like Stephon Diggs. Ever since Diggs has left, they can't produce. And DJ Moore is not as good as DJ Moore's not in his prime like Diggs was. And 2, even in his prime, he's not quite as good as Stephon Diggs, in my opinion. So that's the first time I've seen a palatable price on DJ Moore in a while. You know? Metcalf, he keeps falling a little bit, and I will pick him every single time that he falls. So we can be done at Q here as long as no one does anything stupid. Ricky's been falling as well because of the Mike Evans emergence, but is this dude autoing? He autoed. He took Bowers Genty. He's not autoing, but he did auto AJ Brown. Manungai. Beautiful. We get Ricky. And we get Dak Prescott. Done at QB. Feels so good not having to worry about, oh, well, like, where are my points coming from? This early in the offseason, I'm totally fine just taking 2 guys in the top 8 rounds and calling it at Q. Like, feeling really good about this team so far. Feeling really good. Chuba going at 81, immediately followed by these 2, feels awful. Like, there's such a drop off after Chuba, in my opinion. It's actually insane. Squad's looking nice though. I like the squad for sure. What receivers are going to fall back? There's no way they let these guys fall back to me. If I get one of these four, I'm very happy, man. All four of these guys should be going higher than they do. I also wouldn't mind either of these running backs. That puts me at 6 picks away, 6 players. Hopefully a couple of tight ends go, or a quarterback or two, so I can get 2 of these players. Well, someone take Sam Laporta, please. Someone take Sam Laporta. That would be nice. I do. So I'm not a big Blake Corum fan, but we will take Blake at a discounted price. Lovely. And then I'm probably going to go Jaden Reed over Worthy just to get a little division stack. We're going to let that just time out. Bears could possibly be playing the Packers in, playoff weeks. So we will take that and run with it. And I'm not gonna have a lot of Corum, but when he falls, I'll take him just so I have some. Kyler Murray goes to an unstacked team. I know the Jordan, maybe not. They got Lamar and Mahomes. I know where was the Jettas team didn't take Kyler. It's interesting. Interesting. Feeling good about the squad, though. We do need to catch up on tight ends, obviously. Don't have a tight end yet. But luckily, there's some value tight ends that I like. So we are perfectly fine. Now, Kittle, I don't love, but at discounted price with Pearsall, just go ahead and make the San Fran bet. Technically, we could go Jake Ferguson. I don't love Jake Ferguson, but he does stack with our quarterback. I like Kenyon Sadiq as well. So we have 3 in this range right here that I don't mind. Go back to showing you the board. Mike Washington, man, what a rise from the 18th to the 11th round. Man, that's crazy. Man, that is crazy. Sadiq goes. Hopefully we can get at least one of these tight ends, maybe both. Oh, there goes Kittle. Lovely. As soon as I start speaking about it, of course, they start going off the board. Let's see if we can get our boy, who I don't even like. I don't even like him. I don't think he's that great. All right. Are we going to go receiver or are we going to go running back? Are there any running backs No running backs we really adore here. I don't want to go Matthew Golden, really. We'll take Jake Ferguson. And we'll catch up on some Josh Down shares. He's been rising, obviously, as he should, because No more Michael Pittman. So, Jake Ferguson, welcome to the squad. Josh Downs, welcome to the squad. We'll see. There's a couple running back targets I like at this next pick. Go ahead, put him in the queue. Yeah, at that price, I don't mind him. I don't mind him. I would probably have it this way. And then receiver wise, I would like that. I like that. Yeah. Yeah, those are the targets at the next go round. We'll see if they make it there though. I doubt it, but you know what? That's why we do this, is because some people are idiots and they let you just pick the best players. I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think everyone was good at it. You know what I'm saying? Don't think everyone happens to be great at this. That's why we're out here. That's why we're in the streets, they say. We're in the streets. Travis Hunter goes. Omar Cooper Jr. goes. So it might be two running backs here. Let's see. Are there any tight ends that we like? Obviously, no Chicago. No, nothing standing out to me. Dallas Goedert wouldn't be a terrible option. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening here. I also wouldn't mind just going. I also wouldn't mind just going double RB either. He takes Goddard. That works with me. We'll go both of our running back targets. Woody Marks, Jonathan Brooks. Don't mind if I do. You know, Woody Marks is just... He's falling more than he should because of the David Montgomery trade. Like, he's still a pass-catching back. And he's still going to be... He's not a RB2. He's a 1B to Montgomery, in my opinion. Like, I know he wasn't great last year, but he was better than we expected him to be. And they've already seen him handle a workload. They're going to give him a percentage of this workload. And most of it's going to be passing, I would imagine. But David Montgomery is also 29. So, like, you know, and at the price we're getting Woody Marks, it's pure... The range is already pure contingent values anyway. And, like, if David Montgomery goes down, Marks is obviously a smash. And I think even if David Montgomery doesn't go down, he's at least contributing to your team. Same exact thought process with Jonathan Brooks, right? Like, I personally think he's probably a 1B to Chuba, not just a pure RB2. But again, at this price range, if he is an RB2 and that's all he is, he's fine. Because if Chuba goes down, he's obviously a hit. But I think he contributes even without a Chuba injury, because he's going to get all the second RB work, which is probably 30 to 35% of the work. So, like, you know, say he runs hot on a certain week, like, he could still help your team. Feel really good about this squad right now. Do have to finish it out at tight end, but that's okay. It could end up being a 2-2-6-8-4. It could end up being a 4 tight end squad possibly. It's definitely a 3 tight end squad. Or, we could take Gino and make it a 3-6-8-3, So who knows? Who knows what the future holds for us? I'm just highlighting some tight ends that make sense for this team. Ooh, actually, get a little division thing going. I probably like him more. I'm probably done taking. I've gotten my exposure. Unless, I shouldn't say I'm done taking him. If he's somehow 181, do I like at 204, 205? I'm probably not getting my guys. Like Mason, yeah, I'm probably just not getting my guys at that price range. So we're gonna go ahead and because there's no running backs or receivers I need to have. I don't think. Actually, he's kind of a smash. Maybe, possibly. We're gonna go Chig here. Do we go with Mason Taylor? Let's go Chris Rodriguez. And let's see if Taylor falls to us. I'm not even a huge Chris Rodriguez fan. I have absolutely zero of him from before he signed with Jacksonville. And I would like at least a little bit of him. So that's why I'm kind of aggressively pushing that up the board. So it's not even that I truly believe in it that much. It's just from a portfolio standpoint, I want 5 teams of Chris Rodriguez, and I only got 50 drafts left. So anytime I see him at a reasonable price tag, I take him. Because he could just be the starting running back for Jacksonville. He was Liam Cohen's running back in college. Liam Cohen was, I don't know if he was the OC or the head coach. Chris Rodriguez was there. Hopefully, praying that we get our guy. If not, it's not the absolute end of the world. There are other tight ends. It's just, I think he fits this team really nicely. Wide receiver wise, what are we thinking here? We don't have any rookies, so we can definitely take a rookie receiver. Wouldn't mind that guy. I usually would go Flanoy, but I've taken Jake Ferguson. I mean, you can definitely triple stack Dak. Like, that's not an issue, so I might. It's just that I really like Lane, and like with a team like this, like Flournoy is more of a floor pick where it's like you just know he's gonna get routes. But Lane could absolutely smash, you know? Like, he could just be who you need in the last couple weeks of the season. He's got that type of talent. So, now Flournoy makes it all the way back to us. I'm in danger. Oh, this isn't good, boys. Please, no. Please, no. Come on. Get him. Come on. Oh, my goodness. He takes Tua. This dude's at 3 tight ends. He's not taking a tight end. We made it unscathed. Unscathed. We got all I was going to take Mason Taylor at 180. We get him at 204. Let's go, boys. That's pretty hype. Pretty hyped for that. Give me 1 second. My headset's beeping at me, so let me plug it in for you. Lovely. I am back. All right, we got. So we're gonna be able to take a. We're punting tight end. That's fine. Does this team need a 9th receiver? This is one of the few teams where I feel like I really could stop at just 6 running backs, but we'll take a 7th. We'll take one of my guys here at the end. But if Flournoy is not there to finish off this draft, I don't mind him. I don't love finishing with 2 rookie receivers because I don't know. Oh, yeah. Why am I fretting? We'll just take our all of my receivers just off the board. But why am I fretting? Old Reliable is always back here to save me. Old Reliable. Alright, feeling really good about the end of this draft. I really like how this team came together. We got Chig at a really good price point. I've seen him go as high as the 150s. Division correlation with Dallas, obviously. Yeah. I really like how this draft is shaped up. Not shaped it. Speak English, Jason. I really like how this draft has shaken up. Feels really good. This feels like a really good team. Jaden Blue goes. That's perfectly fine as long as they don't touch my other 2 late round running backs. Jake Tonjes. All right. Ending the draft off with the 2 late round guys that we just absolutely love on this channel. You know, I think Jack Besh is just so underrated. And I think Jordan James is so underrated. That's a it's a true to fashion into a draft over here on this channel. Recapping the team, we got Caleb Williams and Dak Prescott at Q, two absolute ballers. Feel really good about that. James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Blake Corum, Woody Marks, Jonathan Brooks, Chris Rodriguez, and Jordan James. Feel really good about this running back room, man. Feel really good. James Cook with CD is a really fun pairing. DeAndre Swift's a super solid, just veteran presence in the running back room. Blake Corum's giving us some upside with a Kyron injury potentially, while also giving us a workload with Kyron healthy. Woody Marks, Jonathan Brooks, the same exact thing. Chris Rodriguez, potentially the Jaguars' starting running back. Jordan James is a really late but high risk, high reward. He's either a 0 or CMC's backup. Wide receiver room is looking like CeeDee Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Luther Burden, Ricky Pearsall, Jaden Reed, Josh Downs, Jacoby Lane, and Jack Besh. Feeling really good about that. Tight end room, more of a punt tight end room, but I feel like we have some upside. I'm not a huge Jake Ferguson guy. I kind of think he's not that good for fantasy. But we get some divisional correlation with Chig. All right, Chig I had not a lot of, and now he signs with Washington on a contract that was bigger than than I expected, probably bigger than a lot of people expected. And then finishing off with Mason Taylor, a little New York Jets stack with Garrett Wilson. Feels really good. That's the squad. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. I had a blast. I think it was a really good team. And if you didn't check out the joint stream I did with Sean Mitchell today on his Twitter account, go check that out. And if you like what you see here, please give me a like, a sub, a comment. Anything you want to give me over here is appreciated. But I think that's it for me. Probably about to go eat some dinner. All right. I'll see you. Peace.